Previously on Eat the Cake anime.
Off because they go to the castle, they meet the king. The king tells them about like these waves of like catastrophe that are coming to the land, and they have to fight off the waves, or it's going to be the end of the world for this universe. While everyone else was fighting somewhere else, Nafumi saw that there was this village that was getting attacked a lot worse than like the other villages. Like it was on fire, like they were really in trouble. So Nafumi took the time to go and save the village. By himself, might I add. None of the other heroes were helping. It was just him, Rocktalia, and they was kicking butt and taking names and saving everybody. I don't know. The sword, this is why I like the sword. He seems like, you know what? I'm gonna listen to reason. Like, yeah, based off of what I've been told, Nafumi sucks. But like, I'm looking and everything's not adding up. Hey guys, how's it going? It's your girl, Lady Disco Spider, and welcome to today's episode of Eat the Cake anime. So I'm pretty sure last time we were talking, I completely skipped over and forgot to mention that we ran into another princess, Princess Melty, not to be confused with Shorty Doo-Wop. She's actually super duper nice. She's a little annoying. She definitely gives bratty little sister vibes, not even gonna lie, but she is a huge improvement from the other princess. She's really into filial, pretty sure I'm saying that right, birds, like the type of bird that Philo is, and that she was like out studying them or whatever, which is how like we ran into her in the first place. But yeah, she's super cool for the most part, and she ends up joining the party as well, but we haven't got there yet. But anyway, so our heroes are on their way back. Well, I can't say heroes because there's literally heroes. Our esteemed party is on their way back to the kingdom to get ready for the second wave. And so they run into Shorty, everything's fine, they take her home, cool, whatever. So the second wave comes, and of course, everybody's doing Nafumi dirty, per usual. They're getting ready to go, Nafumi and his party are getting ready to go to the village, because of course that's who they helped last time, so they're gonna go and just make sure that the village people are okay, because they actually care about the people that they're supposed to be saving. So once the team gets to the village, they actually find out that everything's fine, because mind you, there's a couple like of soldiers and things like that that join Nafumi's party. So like they're really doing their thing for real, making sure that everything's fine. Plus on top of that, like there was this old lady that Nafumi had helped in the village. Come to find out, she's like a martial artist, and since Nafumi gave her some medicine and she's feeling herself and everything's fine now, she up here fighting the monsters and stuff too. Like it was top tier. So once they figured out that the village was fine, they go and they try to find the other heroes, because like the wave doesn't stop until you like defeat the monster for that wave. It's kind of like a boss fight. So if this was a video game, because this is not a video game, this is their real lives. You gotta remember that. So they're like, everybody's on a boat, I think, and like they're fighting like pirate demons, I think. And so they're fighting, like literally they're fighting each other. Like the other three heroes are sitting there arguing, going back and forth over what the main monster is and like what they have to do to save everybody. And Nafumi's just like, look, if we don't end the wave, more of like the smaller monsters are going to keep falling out of the sky, and there's only so much that the village can do. Like, y'all need to get it together. So they're fighting on the boat and everything's cool. Not really, they're actually getting their butts kicked. But Nafumi, another thing I forgot to mention, not that it wasn't important, but like now it's super important. So remember how I was telling you guys last time that the sword hero fought a dragon, and the dragon's corpse like was rotting, and it made like everybody in this other village like super sick, and everyone was dying, and Nafumi had to go and save everybody. Well, we also know that like once Nafumi defeats like monsters or whatever, he can basically feed them to his shield, and that's what makes his shield power up and things like that. So when he ate part of the dragon, he like got this rage shield type thing, which is basically like going Super Saiyan low key. He like starts screaming and like changes colors, and it's the whole thing. So, but he also gets like super strong and like engulfed in flames low key, and it like, I don't know, it kind of takes over, and he becomes like this like super crazy like person type thing. But he kicks butt, and that's the important part, because we need butts kicked right now. It's the middle of the second wave. So this creature thing, a soul eater, so they called it something, but it was literally like the name of the thing like in the video game, which irritates me because I don't know, they made like such a big deal to be like, this isn't a game, these are people's lives, dooby dooby doo, just to like compare everything to a video game literally the whole time that they're there. Like these aren't people's like livelihoods, like lives that they're playing with right now. But I digress. Anyway, so now everyone is looking at Nafumi all crazy because he defeated the monster thing. Which, another thing, sorry, sidetrack. Oh, he cheated. Cheated what? Like, we're all trying to fight the same monster. We're all trying to win. We're supposed to be helping each other. Like, what do you mean he cheated? Y'all, just save the day and go home. Like, that's really all y'all gotta do is save the day and go home. It makes no sense. I hate it. Anyway, so then another one comes out of the sky. And everyone's freaking out because they're just like, we could barely handle the first one. Why are there more? The wave was supposed to stop, but it didn't. You want to know why? Because a cute little lady comes out of the sky, kills the thing that they were struggling with one shot, and was just like, y'all are embarrassing. And of course she's evil. Like, she's the bad guy. And my favorite part, she was just like, okay, the only one that's the actual hero, come fight me. And you know, Spear was just like, oh, that's me. I'm him. Blah, blah, blah. And so he goes and he's trying to fight Shorty, and she's just like, not you. And so then she's just like, Shield Hero, you're rude for sending your servants out to fight me when I specifically asked for you. It's disrespectful. And of course, everybody's panties are all in a bunch because they're just like, what? Not for me. We're not his servants. Blah, blah, blah. But y'all act like it. Y'all fight like it. Okay? Nafumi is him. And y'all just be running around doing useless stuff. It makes no sense. But anyway, so everybody's mad. And Nafumi's trying to fight the lady without using the rage shield, because like a part of him dies a little bit. Plus, we also find out that I think, because you know how Philo got eaten by the dragon. Y'all, I hope y'all watch since now, because Philo got eaten by the dragon. And I think she ate something. I don't remember exactly what happened, but she also is affected by the rage shield. So when Nafumi is hulking out, like, so does Philo. She gets all whoosh and starts fighting, and she's faster and all of this stuff. And yeah, so Nafumi's trying to fight Glass is what her name is. That's what Shorty's name is, the one that fell from the sky. He's trying to fight Glass normal. He uses his Iron Maiden, which I love. I just think that's so cool, you know, shield stuff. But it's not working. So he's just like, okay, you know what? I'm gonna use it again. It's okay. It's gonna be fine. But you know, Philo's affected by it too. So she starts trying to fight Shorty, And she's just like, all of y'all are irrelevant. Like, I only want to fight the shield, and I only want to fight them in rage mode. So, honestly, it wasn't giving offense. I mean, it's the shield. We get it. Like, Naofumi is still him. Don't get me wrong. I'm always rooting for my guy. But offense is not there. That's what Raphtalia and everyone is for. But it doesn't help when, you know, they can't fight like Shorty can. So Glass is fighting, which, by the way, top tier fight scenes. Love it so much. Top tier. I think they're really good. Animation's great. Just want to throw that out there. I'm not just telling the story. I think they do a really, really good job at like the fight scenes and the like special moves and stuff like that. I even like the way that the spear and the sword and the bow, they all have like lightning bow, lightning sword, lightning spear. They all have cosmic whatever. Like, their moves are very much the same. Their moves are very much like, you know, they be doing damage to other people, but they're very much like one-dimensional. They categorize them together, and it definitely brings out how unique and amazing and just all around awesome the Shield Hero is, and it reminds us why he has his own show and not them, you know? But anyway, so Glass is just like, y'all gonna have to level up because I'm gonna be back, and this wasn't it. And so Naofumi and them start to run away because they realize that this wasn't it. And Naofumi can only do the rage shield for so long before, like, I'm pretty sure he'll die. Or like he'll just be like consumed by it forever, and he'll just always be in rage mode, which will eventually kill him. So he can only do so much. So they're running away. Shorty ends up leaving, and the sky or whatever goes back to normal. And so they're just like, yeah, we're gonna have to level up before the next wave. Well, of course, you know, even though like they can level up on their own, but like a class level up, you have to like go to the church, and like it's a whole ordeal. But you know, it's the Three Heroes Church in this country, so they're not messing with Naofumi. But we find out that there's other countries, and there's actually a few countries that love the Shield Hero. So they decide that they're going to go and try to travel to these other countries. So as that's happening, of course, Shorty Doo-Wop and her stupid father, because you know they always got to report back to the castle after the waves or whatever. So of course the king and Naofumi get into it because the king is a not nice word, and Naofumi's just like, look, I ain't worried about nothing, because guess what, the little heroes that you love so much couldn't fight the monster. You want to know who fought the monster? Me. The little heroes that y'all love so much, Shorty didn't even want to fight them. She said, stop playing with me, stop sending out your little boys, I want to fight you, big dog. She wasn't talking about the shield. She wasn't talking about the spear or any of the other. She was specifically speaking about the Shield Hero. Okay? So, Mr. King, sir, I ain't really worried about nothing that you gotta say, because at the end of the day, you need me. Okay? And you're lucky that I can't leave before all of this is done, because quite frankly, I would have been gone. But I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna save your little kingdom, your little stupid village, your town, and all of that, and then I'm gonna dip. And you better not call on me again, because I'll kill you. Because I can. Because I'm him. But anyway, I digress. So he leaves, and then Princess Melty is just like, Dad, oh my God, you and the Shield Hero got into it. You should be ashamed of yourself. Y'all are not supposed to fight. Which is why I said she's a little annoying, because like she literally throws a whole temper tantrum. And it's terrible. She throws a whole temper tantrum because the king doesn't want to apologize to Nafumi, and Nafumi refuses to apologize to the king, and that's just that. That's just the way that it's going to be. So yeah. So anyway, we our peeps are leaving. And so then that's when Melty is just like, you gotta go apologize. And he's just like, no, I'm not gonna do that. So while she's trying to convince him to go back to the king and apologize, which for what? He didn't do anything. There's some soldiers coming from over the horizon, and they just start running up. And so Nafumi's just like, what the heck is going on? Why they try to kill Melty? Why they try to stab her in the back? Literally stab her in the back. So Nafumi, of course, protects her. So he's fighting all of the soldiers and stuff now, and they're recording it and making it seem like he kidnapped the princess and is trying to keep her for his nefarious deeds. And so now he's been upgraded to the devil of the shield. Now, instead of just not being worshipped in the Three Heroes Church, now he is the devil. It's crazy, but whatever, because he's definitely not beating those devil allegations with all of the rage shield stuff, but I digress. Anyway, so that's a whole thing. Soldiers are chasing him all the time. There is so much security. I don't know why I can't find my words today. Security around like the border, trying not to let them out so that they won't upgrade. Which I don't understand, guys. Like, it's so irritating to me, and I don't get it. Why you can't just let them be great? They destroy the waves, because then your people are safe, right? Your people are safe and everything's fine. They destroy the waves and you let him go home. Then you don't have to deal with them no more. Like, it makes no sense why y'all are trying to keep him down, because all that's going to happen, which not really, because again, Nafumi is him, but all that's going to happen is you're not going to let him level up, you're not going to let him be great, you're not going to let him do good things, and he's going to die. And then everyone else is going to die because they're not as strong as him. And then you'll have to call new heroes. Like, I don't understand what the purpose is. And the waves are just going to keep coming and devastating your land. Like, you're a terrible king. You don't care about your people. You're mad about whatever petty argument you got going on with the shield hero, which I'm positive that it had nothing to do with Nafumi. Whatever shield hero from before you was beefing with, or whatever the case may be, because Nafumi literally has not done anything to you at all. But whatever. So I'm getting off track. Y'all keep letting me ramble. Stop letting me ramble. So yeah, so they're fighting. They're just trying to get to the other town or the other country so that they can do a class level up, so that they can keep leveling up even more. Because I'm pretty sure it's like one of those things that like you're maxed out until you get a class upgrade, and then you can level up some more. So they're like, trying to get stronger, because Glass really kicked everybody's butt. Like, I don't think anyone realizes how like dangerous Shorty is. I mean, I don't yet either, because I didn't finish watching all of it yet. But like, she seems like she's the real deal. Anyway, so here we are. The other heroes and Shorty Doo-Wop finally catch up with them, because Melty, oh my gosh, Melty, my sweet Melty, she like was like falling off a cliff or something while they was trying to hide, and she like screaming and stuff like they're not trying to hide, so they end up getting caught. And so everyone's cornering the shield hero, and he's just like, look, they was trying to kill her. Ain't nobody trying to kidnap her. There were some soldiers trying to kill her, and I protected her. That's my job. I protect people. And then Shorty Doo-Wop was just like, he is a brainwashing shield, which makes no sense. She's just saying stuff. But he is a brainwashing shield. He's brainwashed my sister and he'll brainwash all of you. Don't listen to him. He has the Naruto jutsu where he just talks to people and everything just goes his way. So at first, everyone's just like, oh no, brainwashing shield. And so he's just like, that's dumb. And Ren, the sword, I let him. He was just like, look, I ain't trying to fight. Just hand over the princess and everything will be Gucci. And the shield hero is just like, I'm really not trying to fight. Don't want to have to kill all of y'all. So, I mean, go. But Melty was just like, my sister's trying to kill me. Because I think, I forgot to mention, so Melty is the little sister, but she's the crown princess, okay? I don't know what Shorty Doo-Wop did to get herself to not be the crown princess anymore, because normally it's the oldest, but she did something, and she is not the crown princess. Baby Melty is. And I'm pretty sure Shorty Doo-Wop hates that and hates her sister. So if she kills her sister, then she'll be crown princess and she'll be the one to be queen. Because like I said, remember in the last episode, I told y'all the queen is really the one that's in charge. The king is just a figurehead. But the queen is nowhere to be found right now. So that's why the king thinks that he's calling the shots and things like that. So Melty is literally like sobbing, like, I don't want to go, I'm gonna die, they're gonna kill me. And Naofumi was just like, look, she don't want to go with y'all. I can't make her. I'm not going to make her. She doesn't want to go with y'all. So then he's just like, you want to know why she doesn't want to go with y'all? Because Shorty Doo-Wop wants to kill her. She'll do anything to be the princess. And Shorty Doo-Wop just like, oh my God, he's lying and he's trying to brainwash y'all again. And he's just like, watch. She's going to be like, oh, I'm going to kill her because the hero's brainwashing shield got to her and I'm trying to save her. Watch. Literally, y'all, not even 5 minutes later. That's what she said. And she was like hurling fireballs at her sister, talking about something. I'm trying to save her from the brainwashing shit. It's crazy. Short, literally wasted no time. And of course, Ren, you know, the sword hero, he was just like, I'm seeing things. And the other one, the bow hero too, he was just like, I'm seeing things. Things aren't adding up. Everything's crazy. Now, of course, our guys get away and everything's dandy. But the sword and the bow is just like, we're going to try to do some investigating. So they actually, we see like them like going into, I want to say it's the church, but it might be like a library or the library in the church. But they're like trying to do some research and it seems like someone's watching them. And I'm pretty sure they get kidnapped. And so the shield hero is like still trying to find his way and like they're trying to sneak across the border. Well, while they're trying to sneak across the border, they run into Rautalia's backstory. So Rautalia's backstory, she of course is a demi-human who was sold into slavery. Her old owner, master or whatever, was terrible to her. He was really bad. He had a bunch of demi-humans and he just treated them really poorly. They were like in a dungeon for a really long time. They didn't eat, none of that. She had 2 best friends and they all like wanted to meet the shield hero, which like there's a connection there with like the demi-humans and the shield hero. I'm not 100% sure what it is, but it's just crazy to me how the humans don't like the shield hero, but like the poor and the demi-humans and stuff like that, all of those people love the shield hero. The birdies, the Philolials, they love the shield hero, like stuff like that. Like it's weird to me. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some sort of like classes connection later on. But anyway, so Melty is friends with another lord that's like in the area. So they're like going to his house, like trying to like regroup and get things together so that they can leave. And Raphtalia's old master ends up coming to that place, and he's trying to get the shield hero because of course there's a bounty on his head for kidnapping the princess, and then attacking the other princess. So long story short, like I said, we dive a little bit more into Raphtalia's backstory, and it's super duper sad. Her one like female best friend, she ends up dying in that dungeon, and it's terrible. The guy they is still down there though, like after all this time, and they end up setting him free, and there's like a whole like revolt happening. There's a whole there's like a bunch of demi-humans and like things like that trying to go and attack Raphtalia's old master in his castle or whatever, which of course that's where Nafumi's about to go because he ended up kidnapping the guy who is friends with Melty that they were staying with, so they have to go save him and all of that good stuff. I'm really trying not to like give too many details so y'all can still watch it. But long story short, Raptalia is like struggling within herself, trying to decide whether or not she should kill him, because like it's life or death situation, of course, but like she just like her motives are just like, oh, was I trying to get revenge? Like I'm not that girl, which like girl, sometimes revenge is necessary. But anyway, so that happens. She does end up killing him. Yeah. And she's like really just like freaking out about it on the inside. And you know, Nafumi tries to make her feel better. Everything's cool and dandy. Then let's fast forward a little bit. They run into another Fillolio while they're fighting, because rewind a little bit. The dude ends up turning himself into like this big monster thing, like Raphtalia's master or old master, like turns himself into this big monster thing that's like devastating the entire town that they're in. And Victoria is the Fillolio queen, so she's the head honcho of all the Fillolios, and so she came to help fight. Yeah, and she's huge. Like we know, like Philo gets big, but she's huge, and she's super duper cute though. But so she ends up fighting, and they end up defeating the guy. Like, and it was a good thing. But so they're talking to Victoria a little bit, because Victoria is also just like, you need to make up with the other heroes. Like you guys have to work together, because just like there are waves in Melromark, there's waves everywhere, and you guys haven't been paying attention to any of them. And so these other towns are being devastated way worse than Melromark is, because you guys aren't even paying attention to it. And it completely blows Nafumi's mind, because he had no idea that that's what was supposed to be happening. He thought they were just like in Melromark, which like makes sense, because like that's all, like he just now found out like that there were other countries, period. So she's just like, there's no way that you guys can save the whole world, because that's what y'all are supposed to be doing. Y'all aren't supposed to be saving Melromark. Y'all are supposed to be saving the world. There's no way that you guys can do that with y'all fighting. Like y'all have to work together. So either y'all work together, or I kill all of y'all, because y'all ain't got the work for me, which is true. I know I just like rewind and did a whole rant about how Nafumi is him. He ain't had to work for Victoria, man. That fight was also beautiful to watch. Yeah, she's cool. She's so cool. I like her a lot. And apparently her old master was an old shield hero. which I guess Philolials have the memory of a goldfish. And so she doesn't remember exactly who he was, but she does like remember things about him and like the way he made her feel and stuff like that. And she remembers that he was a shield hero. So she's very interested in Naofumi, and comes to him about her concerns about the heroes and stuff like that, because she feels more comfortable with the shield because that's who her guy was. Well, at first he's just like, look, I'm not trying to do all of that. I'm not trying to help you. Like, I don't got that to do. But of course, like I said, he ain't got the work for her. And then she ends up challenging Philo to a fight. And she ends up trapping Naofumi and was just like, Philo, you have to fight me or like I'm going to kill him. And the fight was so cute and it was so inspiring and it was so nice. Philo low-key gets her butt kicked. I'm not going to lie to y'all. I'm sorry for spoiling it. She low-key gets her butt kicked. But she proves herself to Victoria. And so Victoria ends up letting them go. And she crowns Philo as like the next Philolial queen. She gets like this cute little cowlick in the top of her head. And it's adorable. So Naofumi promises that he's going to try to work things out with the other heroes. And so she's just like, well, the closest one is over yonder. And of course, the closest one is the freaking spear. So he's traveling and he's like, look, he's literally right by the gate that we need to get to in order to leave the country so that we can get our class upgrades. Let's just go that way, talk to him, try to get things taken care of, even though he's literally the least likely to talk to me. Y'all, the plot thickens, okay? So we get there, and of course he's already on 10, because when is he not on 10? And he's just like, oh my God, doo-ba-doo-ba-doo, you killed the sword and the bow. And he's just like, what? I've been out here in the country this whole time. I done fought a giant like dragon man. I done fought a giant bird lady. Like, I haven't had time to even go back to anywhere and kill anybody. Like, what are you talking about? And he's just like, I know you killed them, booby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. So now he's trying to fight, of course, which I don't know why he keeps trying to fight. Like, he keeps losing. But he keeps trying to fight. And we actually find out that you can do, like, multi-person attacks. So Shorty Doo-Wop and the spear and, like, one of other, like, background person is, like, doing attacks together. So Naofumi and them are just like, wait, can we do that? And so they start doing some stuff together and it's really super duper cool. They're killing the game. But whole time, Naofumi's really trying. Like, he's just like, I didn't do that. And he's like, literally, why do you hate me so much? And he's telling him, like, I never touched Shorty Doo-Wop. Have you even seen the bow and the sword's bodies for you to say that, like, how do you even know that they're dead for real? Like, you're just hearing all this stuff and you're immediately, like, agreeing with it and believing it. And none of it's true. None of it at all is true. And so they're fighting, da-da-da-da-da. Okay, are y'all ready? Are y'all ready for the plot to be thickening even more? Are y'all ready? Why the Pope Bishop dude come out of the woodworks and he's just like, I'm about to kill y'all. I'm about to kill all of y'all because God hates all of y'all because y'all suck. And it was me that got rid of Ren and whatever the bow hit. He's so irrelevant. He's more relevant than everybody else. Whatever his name is. And I did it and da-da-da-da, and now I'm about to kill y'all too, and it's what God wanted. So now we know who's really been plotting on Nafumi. And even though Shorty Doo-Wop is a terrible person, because she is, but I honestly just believe that she's just been misguided by her faith and in her belief in the church. But that is a whole segue that we will get into another day. We still hate her. But anyway, so now they're fighting for their lives. I mean, fighting for their lives. And there's literally like thousands of followers and stuff that believe in this crazy leader of the Three Heroes Church. And they're literally like praying all of their mana and like magic power over to him so that he can defeat the heroes. And like, I guess he's been practicing and like trying to get, build a weapon that's I'm so sorry that I can't talk today, guys. He's trying to build a weapon that is a mix of all four, or maybe it's just three, because you know they don't really mess with the shield, but he's trying to make a weapon that's like the legendary weapons. And it's working, but it takes a lot of power to use it because it's fake, which is why there's just so many people, and they're literally like passing out, like they're just transferring all of their energy over to this man. And quite frankly, they really don't got the work to do. But come to find out, ta-da! The sword and the bow are not dead. They pop up and they're just like, let's work together, which thank God, because even though I was kind of looking forward to Victoria coming up and murking everybody, I'm glad that we get to keep our guys and we don't have to worry about it. So they all work together, which again, another amazing fight. Love it. Y'all gotta go watch it. They end up working together and everything's great. And they end up getting rid of the Pope guy. And everyone lives happily ever after. The Queen finally shows up. That's another reason why they were able to defeat Dude. The Queen ends up showing up. And apparently, the reason why everybody's beefing with Melromarc right now is because Melromarc was never supposed to summon all of the heroes at once in Melromarc. Each country was supposed to go and like call one so that they all can work together and save the whole world, remember? So the Queen had to go and kind of like put out the fires and make it so that everybody doesn't hate Melromarc and like try to like do war or whatever, because the stupid king called all of the heroes at once. So that's where she's been this whole time. Why does she take her daughter and her husband and put them on trial? And Shorty's like, y'all gonna have to die because what y'all did was treason. Because ain't no way that the 4 men that y'all called after I told y'all not to touch nothing came to save y'all. Y'all gonna pick on one of them and try to make it seem like he was wrong. And the best thing was like the little slave crest or whatever. She put one on Shorty Doo-Wop and it like electrocuted her every time she lied. It was shocking. It was shocking up in there. It was a lot. Because literally she was telling them, like, she ended up having to tell them, like, he didn't do nothing to her that first night. Everything was fine. Like, she really just, like, made all of this stuff up. And then the king was basically like, yeah, I'm a loser. And I put our people in jeopardy because I'm a weirdo. And so she was about to kill them. But she didn't, because Nafumi interceded. He's still just saving people all the time. And it is funny though. Y'all gonna have to watch the end. I can't tell y'all what happens because it's supposed to be a family friendly show. But they end up changing Shorty Doo Wop's name, which I do like her new name because it's true. Yeah. Y'all gotta go watch it. Y'all just gotta go watch it. I hope that you guys are enjoying this, and I hope that you guys are enjoying me doing it in segments, because honestly, it's a lot of information and it's a lot of stuff happening. And I don't want to overwhelm y'all, and I don't want to miss too many parts, because I feel like I can't really go too much in detail about a lot of things without like going over like time and things like that, because I really tried to make this like short summaries to get y'all to want to go watch it. I don't want to just like retell the whole thing. But yeah, so go ahead guys and hit that subscribe button so that y'all will be ready for part 3, and go ahead and ring that bell, and I will see you guys next time. Love you.